Before we start this, could someone keep an eye on YouTube and someone keep an eye on Twitch chat? Because
Oh,
I can't.
I got which one
I'll
should
do
I take?
Doesn't matter.
YouTube.
You'll do YouTube? Okay, I'll do Twitch. Wow, let me see if I have a
Twitch.
Twitch account. Hold on 1 second.
You don't need one.
I don't need one?
No, or you could use the. I think you don't need one.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find it. Ah! Ah!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Hold on. Where is it? I am gonna die, but hopefully not today.
Oh, are we? We might be live already.
I don't think you should be able to hear us.
No, I don't think anybody can hear.
It should only say Mage and our logo and starting at 7:30.
Yeah,
it
it
does.
also says that there's one person.
What? It's probably Lexi on Twitch or in the other one.
Twitch. Is there anyone on?
Oh, Lexi says you can.
Oh,
hear us.
Abby
Yeah,
says
we
can.
I can hear you.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I don't know how. Okay, I'll mute.
Start
We
going.
could just start. Okay, great. Everybody, hello. We don't do this ever, so bear with us.
Hopefully
Hello.
the first thing that was said on this was not I am gonna die, just hopefully not today.
So,
Shout out to all of my friends and family members simultaneously texting me saying, "You know you're live, right?"
you just said it as well. Great.
Great.
So, I guess I'll just turn on our cameras so they can all hear us.
What
And
a start.
here
What a
we are.
strong
Here
start.
are our faces, everybody.
Welcome.
And as I intended to do, here's the theme song. Let me know if it's too fucking loud.
We started this so formally last year.
And go. Can you hear this? Let me know if you hear it.
I can.
I'm dancing to hopefully the theme song that y'all can hear right now, because I cannot.
This is we're just playing it, but hopefully you can hear it. Great. Thank you, Allie. We are very good at this. We should do it a little more. I can't hear it, so I don't know where it's gonna go.
It went.
It went? Okay, great. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mage and High Five. We're doing the thing. We're your third favorite actual play podcast. And thank you all for joining us for our second anniversary celebration. We cannot believe we made it this far.
In case you couldn't tell, we've only done this twice.
Yeah, this is the second time I have ever done this, and the previous time was last year. I'm Max Weinberg, if you don't know, and joining me, ranked from least to most likely to haunt the others if they were to die first, Casey Pappas.
Hi, I'm Casey Pappas, and really, am I just passing on?
You're just done.
You might haunt, you might hang out, but you wouldn't like specifically haunt the other people, I think.
Does
Okay.
haunting imply like a level of malice?
Yeah, I
For
think
you?
so.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
they,
think
really,
this
this is a ranking of who has the most malice in their heart.
Yeah.
So.
And I think you all know where this is then going. Next,
Okay, cool.
Robin Langenhop.
All right.
Hi, I'm Robin Lang, not playing Hayden Kincaid. I'm not playing Hayden Kincaid. I'm just so used to doing that intro, but I'm playing myself today. And I'd haunt everybody, but like in a fun way. Like I'd topple things over, but I'd also reorganize your bookshelf.
See, that's where
And-
I'm at.
Yeah. I'd
In
be
what-
weirdly helpful. You wouldn't know for sure that it was me. I would just be doing like cute little things like, oh, someone assembled this Lego set on my desk.
I'd be pissed if someone put my Lego set together. Are you kidding me?
I got really
All
see
the
it.
more reason for me to do it.
Can I tell you a little secret? This is
Go
like
for it.
We should
one
introduce
of-
you.
Okay. Hi, I'm at the top of the ranking. I'm Rowan McStay, and I do have malice in my heart. And here's what I did when I had malice in my heart once. This is one of the worst things I've ever done. And it's not
no.
like morally that bad, but it makes me a bad person. So I had a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle that I had gotten, and I was saving the middle piece of the jigsaw puzzle. It was these beautiful sunflowers for to finish the puzzle. And I had a roommate that I was living with who was lovely. And I had told her over and over again, hey, you can help me with the puzzle. You can help me with the puzzle. And she didn't, and she didn't, and she didn't. And then, like, when the puzzle was almost done, I woke up one morning and she had finished that piece that I was saving for later. And I ended, when she went to bed, I took some of it out and then redid it so I could, like, put it together by myself.
I'm sorry, that's the worst thing you've ever done?
I think it's a little maniacal,
Ow.
yeah.
I
don't
can think of
it's,
so
like,
many
Disassembling and
terrible
then
things.
reassembling a puzzle without anyone
just feel
being
like-
aware of it?
It's petty, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's petty.
Rowan, you've eaten a frozen hot dog. That's worse.
Okay, that's fair.
That's worse.
It just felt petty to me. I don't know. I felt bad about it in my spirit.
You are such a kind soul if the worst thing you've ever done is disassemble and reassemble a puzzle.
All right. You know what? I
That's
thought
like
maybe this was
that's
worse
like
than
if
it
a
was.
school kid was like, I'm such a bad student. I got an A- on a
I was
test.
literally like
And then I did
that,
the
though.
extra credit to get back up to an A+.
Yeah.
That's what I've done that too. This is... Anyway.
Well, now I spent a lot of time on something you'll hear
been
later.
fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. Goodbye, everybody. No, so we asked for some questions in a variety of places like Patreon and Discord, and maybe email. I'm not 100% sure about that. But if you have any more, put them in chat. We got people. I'm not paying attention too much because I got a lot of technology that I'm not used to. But we got some of the others are on it, looking at some of your questions and your comments. So keep them coming. Also, for people who are not fully caught up, there probably will be spoilers because we've got 45 episodes out, and that's a lot. So, yeah, spoilers
the good
will
thing is-
probably happen.
This will be posted to YouTube. So like
Yeah.
come back and watch it later.
I'll
Like
also,
when you
go ahead.
caught up.
I'll also try to like prompt each question if it's going to be like a later spoiler, probably like episode 30 or after, just to, do that. So I thought we should start this off with like a really deep and thorough question that will leave our audiences thinking when they leave. Mary Jane asked, Casey, what is your favorite train?
Ooh, I
Okay,
know this one.
this is such a funny answer, but hear me out.
I think
Um,
having an answer is the funny answer.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
well, rude. Rude. Okay. Okay. So this response will elicit two things. One from train lovers and one from non-train lovers. From train lovers, this is going to be a very basic response. And for non-train lovers, you're just going to laugh. I like the the Union Pacific Big Boy. That is its name. It is the largest steam train to ever be built. It is a 4884, which is the wheel configuration on the side. So there are 4 wheels and then 8 wheels and then another 8 wheels and then 4 wheels, and that's just on the engine. It's huge. There is one that is
This is it?
still in use.
I've put it up on the screen for everybody from Google.
Yeah, it's cool. It's huge. There's one that works right now. There are 7 in museums across the country, but there's one that's still in use, and it is currently, I believe, working out of Wyoming.
Have you seen one before? in person?
No, I want to. I would love to see the one that's working. 4014, I believe, is its number.
Mhm.
I would love to see 4014 in action, because it's cool and it's huge. I love
Talked about the big boy before, and I thought every time that you've talked about it that it was just the one. I didn't know that there were many big boys.
Yeah,
Why?
no, the Big Boy is the name of the type of engine.
Oh, I thought
Like,
it
that
was
is
just
its-
one big boy.
Yeah, it's a big boy. And it was named
A
that
large lad.
because
Boy, one special boy.
It was-
one big-
it was gonna be named something different, but then some unknown worker on it just wrote on the engine in chalk, "Big Boy," and everyone was like, "That's the name."
That's so good. Ionized Boop says, "Wow, I feel bad for whoever has to answer the train question after the big boy answer." That the rest of us should attempt to describe our favorite train.
Oh, I have an answer
Um,
for my favorite
Oh,
train.
you do?
Ooh.
Go
It's a
for it.
fictional train, but it's
I-
Blaine the Mono
still
from the Dark
counts.
Tower series.
I thought you were going to
Oh.
go with Starlight Express, but
I
that
thought
works
you were
too.
going to say the Polar Express.
That's real.
Mine's, you know,
No, definitely not to either of those.
Snowpiercer. Why not?
I like an evil train. Snowpiercer's a solid option, though.
Snowpiercer's a great answer. I
Yes.
love all of these trains.
I was going to go with the Caboose.
But you know
Okay.
what? Screw the Hogwarts
Yeah.
Express.
Well,
Oh,
on that
God.
note, I thought it would be fun to go back to the beginning a little bit.
Ooh.
Abby had the question of who came up with the podcast's name, and this is kind of weird because it was me. But that's not why I wanted to do this. Is because
You
I
did
was
come
able-
up with it, but we were some fierce advocates for it once you suggested it. So,
Yeah, that wasn't like a dictatorship sort of situation. But what I wanted to do was I found our old spreadsheet of other names that we
Oh,
thought
dear.
about with some of the reasons for why we did and didn't. So like we did research into like, does this name exist in the TTRPG space or anywhere else? Is it copywritten? Is it a movie?
Does it have
And
like a weird middle school, like, you know, what is it like a weird middle school?
Is it like a
humor,
euphemism?
Accidental
We-
acronym. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
It was
Yeah.
left off this list, but we did almost go with Ohio Toilet Riz as
Mhm.
the name of our podcast.
Yeah.
I don't
Ahead of
believe
our-
we did.
It's
Ahead
right
of
here.
Skibbity
I'm
got-
looking. Skibbity
there.
Toilet Riz. So obviously Mage Hand High Five. We're all actors, so we thought about Bard College Rejects.
Mhm.
This is the four on the short list. Not quite fantasy, and Fights and Fables were kind of our top four.
Mm.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
some
Yeah.
other ones that didn't make the cut for a variety of reasons. We had Natural 4, like Nat 20, which is really funny, but is a 70s R&B group.
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's good.
Beat us by about 50 years.
Support Class.
So close.
Which is a broadcast design and development group. I'm just reading these notes. Merely Players is a defunct acting podcast. Someone put Corruption Arc. I don't know who, and I don't know why.
I don't like that.
But then on the flip side of the second page of this, we also have campaign names, which we have 5 of.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
I completely forgot
Like
about
for
this.
the Badlands? Because we
Yeah.
ended up just being like, it's set in the Badlands. We're calling it the Badlands.
Yeah, so that's one of these options. One is Dust to Dust, which the concern was it was too close to Adventure
Mm.
Zone's Dust.
Mm-hmm.
One was Gods and Gunslingers. One was Journey
yeah.
to the Badlands. One was the Badlands. And then one, which I think was mine, I'm not 100% sure, but it's our group chat still, is Rootin' Tootin' and Shootin',
Oh, yeah.
which
yeah.
we really came close to.
Which that would be so wild for
It could be RTS.
how this has gone.
Uh,
I have
don't
to
think
toot
it's-
more.
That's true.
You
That'd
already
be
toot enough. I have
At
to
least
cut it every
12% more tootin'.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll do my best. Yeah, so those are some of the names that we had that we didn't go with. Speaking of Rowan wanting to having to remove my imaginary toots, I would have to jump to a
I'm
question that was gonna
terrified
be
of this
later.
transition.
And I think
Really?
we've been asked this before,
Okay.
but maybe it's changed. From who is your least favorite person to have to edit, and why is it still me?
Mm. Actually, I think it used to be Casey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he said all the time, and then sometimes he also talks like the president even when he's not being the president, even when it's not Tiberius, when it's like, I wanted to tell you And so at first I had to take out all the little spaces between everything that Casey said.
I'm
and
sorry. I'm sorry that
you're
my
not.
brain is buffering.
You gotta let it buffer and then say the whole thing. And then I could also pick out his just from the waveform. Like I had this little neat trick where I could look at the waveforms and highlight the ums without actually having to listen to them. I think now it has turned into Max because Casey has worked on the ums, and Max, your levels are all over the place because you start sentences like really hot and then you pull way back. You also have lots of yucky little mouth sounds.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on hydrating. It's not
Yeah.
enough.
And I feel like, I think most of us on the podcast, like just in order to maintain attention during a recording session, have to have like multiple like little activities and fidgets and stuff. And so I feel like I hear you clicking all the time and I have
that's
to remove
usually-
little mouse sounds.
I do my best, but that's my computer looking up like, my abilities.
Oh, that's fair.
I have
design-
actually developed a collection of quiet things that I can fiddle with my fingers so that they don't come up on audio. Because I feel the same. I need something going on with my hands if I'm just going to sit still for that long.
That's why I take really obsessive notes. Jay says, I know how to fix that, Max. Eat more pasta during recording. No, Jay. And Dip says, okay, who among us is rootin', who's tootin', and who's shootin'?
Ooh. Well, we've already
Solomon's-
established tootin'.
I'm
Max
too-
is
Solomon
tootin'.
Solomon's shootin'.
Oh, well, I think Wyatt
yeah.
and Stump are also tootin'.
Yeah.
That would make
Yeah.
sense for Hayden to be the one rooting.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
Hayden's very much a cheerleader.
Wyatt could be rootin'.
That's true. Why my little cinnamon roll?
Little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our next question comes from Pangu, who we have to give a big shout out to because they have started a Wikipedia for Mage Hand High Five, which
Pengu.
at least on the YouTube page is in the description, a link to it. I could try to figure out how to do it on Twitch. I'm not 100% sure how to do that. But if you just Google probably Wiki Mage Hand High Five, you'll find it. It's really cool. It's a work in progress, but I've gone in and added a couple things as well.
If Pengu's
but
here, you're also welcome to drop it in the chat.
Oh,
as
yes, for
well.
sure.
I mean, we could as well. I just
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll try to find it. You talk. I'll try to find it. That's a good job.
Pengu wants to know if Threed put on a play like Avatar: The Last Airbender's Ember Island players, how would they portray the Twin River Trio?
That's so
And
good.
for those of you who may not know, Ember Island Players is basically a propaganda play from the Fire Nation about the Avatar and his friends. So yeah, how would they do us, Casey?
I feel I feel like it would be just as the group is now. It would be sort of like this overblown like damsel character for Salome of like, oh, I don't know how to do anything. Like I this just makes me want to kill somebody again.
Just like stupid and violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Hayden would be a specter. Like
Ooh,
would
that's
just
cool.
sort of be this shrouded figure that would just
Mhm.
sort of appear in the background.
I
never-
couldn't decide if it would make more sense for Hayden to be a specter or to be like this little waif child going like, if only I had been sent to work in the factories, I would have come out all right.
I or I could also see like an actor that like is changing masks during the
mhm.
performance, like has like a happy smiling mask, and then like as soon as another person's back is turned, they turn it to like an angry mask and like draw a knife.
Ooh, that's
Um,
fun.
I'd watch that play, honestly.
Jason
then-
Stump is played by a child actor. That's so silly. Yolanda's some guy in a fursuit. That's very funny too.
And then I think Wyatt is just like in a cage. Like it is very much like Wyatt has kidnapped vibes.
Yeah.
And like all of Threed is like, well, the only reason Wyatt is with them is because he's been kidnapped. Like they have taken the child hostage.
That's so
And so I
fun.
think the Wyatt actor is like, release me for the good of Threed.
That's that's so silly.
Is
Oh,
Wyatt's
man.
face like on milk cartons and stuff? Like,
Oh,
someone
yeah.
rescue the boy. Will no one think of the child?
I think there's probably like a reward out, but not as high as you'd think.
His parents
12
do not-
gold for the safe return of Wyatt
His-
Forsythe.
His
His
parents are like,
nah, one less mouth to feed.
his
wanna-
parents,
We
John
wanna lose
Patrick and
money on the
Melinda are, John Patrick and Melinda are sitting at home going, what's the, I don't know, what do you give for a lost boy? 100,000?
How much could a child cost? $10?
School is in session because spring break has ended, so really they don't even know.
Oh, that's so
God.
much worse.
They've never
That's the worst of all options.
like Clive, the manservant, is like, we haven't heard from Wyatt, and it seems like the school burned down. And John Patrick and Melinda are like, don't worry about it. That's a winter holiday problem.
That can't be right. I think
I'm
that's the
just
other
sending-
Saint Igneous.
I'm
They
still
just
sending them
took
money.
tuition. Yeah.
Who would want to kidnap Wyatt? I mean, really?
Have you seen that boy?
Oh, that hatred talk their ear off. That's actually a good idea, Melinda. Why don't we set the bounty at the cost of tuition for next semester?
This
Well,
child pays for himself.
Salome dead is worth more than Wyatt alive.
Yeah.
Oh
Win
God.
some, you lose some.
Yeah.
um,
I don't know how to stop us from talking, but next I want to go on to our first announcement. So take a listen. I don't have any visuals for it, so we're all still going to be here, but take a listen
Oh,
to this trailer as we all listen with you.
why not just mute this? You should turn our videos off or something.
Put these
I-
faces
I'll-
away.
Yeah, okay, I'll put here. This is
Can
going
you come up with the logo?
away. I did, but I don't want to give it away yet.
oh, okay.
You may have seen it was announced once, but if you're not on Blue Sky too much, you may not have seen it. But here we go. Hope this works.
Yeah.
It's not working. Oh, because I gotta do this. Jesus.
The Labyrinth. The realm of the astral superhighway connecting the innumerable worlds of the universe. The Void.
I've been texting
An ever-hungering nothingness seeking to unmake the universe.
Fulaka sinimana kulosifatahala.
Void Mother Boslara the Sweet addresses the Order. My children, Elder Lavid has brought me Needhog's most recent prophecy. The time is nigh, the irrevocable apocalypse is upon us. Now, my herald, the Void is hungry. It is time to feed. Silence! Who are you? Oh, sorry. We're filming the apocalypse. We're the documentary crew. Mage Hand High Five presents Thank God It's Doomsday, a workplace comedy to end all. I'm your GM Max Weinberg, and joining me are Rowan McStay,
When they say get fired, they meant it a little literally.
Robin Eckberg,
Oh my god, so kind. Sounds like you think I don't know how to delegate. I just want to let you know that I delegate all the time.
Casey Pappas,
That's the Warhammer of Gideon. Don't let it see you.
and Chenook Tessera.
Cut to Indica's house. There are 4 other forklifts that I've taken from work.
The End of the World starts in October 2025. See you there.
So, give me a second as I figure out where our picture went on this list of things. Here we are. Hello, everybody. We are back. Let me get these things
Hello.
off of here.
Overlaid with the
yeah,
characters.
we're overlaid. That is going to be Thank God It's Doomsday, which is collaboration with Kobold Press for their where is Bartholomew's face? There it is. Sorry. That is Thank God It's Doomsday, which will be a collaboration with Kobold Press for their 2025 Kobold Creates project, where we will be doing a mini series in October about the corporate support staff bringing the apocalypse and helping the Herald of the Apocalypse make that happen. We're joined by Shanuk Tessera, who you may know from Many Sided Media and My First Dungeon, and also Robin Eckberg, who is from Dorkspawn and is just seen all over the place in on the internet doing TTRPG stuff. Super excited. It's a lot of fun. We're finishing up recording in a couple weeks. It's going to be 3 episodes long. Oh, I forgot. I have the cover art over here.
Get that logo out here.
Yeah.
We got this. We got Thank God It's Doomsday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jacob did the theme song. The character art is by Wally. I'm sorry, Wally. I don't think you're here, but if you are, thank you. It's fantastic. He's part of Rolling with Difficulty. If you listen to Rolling with Difficulty, you would know him there. And we're super excited for that. Yeah, that's
it's going to be a lot of fun. And just, I guess for anyone who's like a Craven fan, know that our typical October Craven, that slot will be filled with Doomsday. We're going to be doing like 3 weeks in a row. And then we're looking for another opportunity on another holiday in 2026.
God, can we
Don't
do
you worry,
Passover?
Cravenites. We are not
Bringing
done with that
Craven.
world and those characters.
Yeah.
We will be returning. We're just going to take a little bit of a longer break than usual.
Yeah.
Passover.
I want like summer break, Craven.
Oh,
First one was a camp.
Oh, you're so. I guess they were both during
Oh.
the summer, but they're Halloween.
It's
stuff,
true.
so I keep- we release it during summer, but it's actually set on Halloween.
It's like ice skating.
I really enjoy the vibe of horror movies set during non-horror holidays. Like Gremlins is one of the best Christmas movies to exist.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
I'm
Mhm.
all about playing around with that. So who knows? I might get inspiration for a particular holiday and go to town with it. So stay tuned for that. But I'm very excited for y'all to get acquainted with Doomsday. It's been a lot of fun as an outsider getting to experience it as the episodes are being recorded, and y'all are in for a treat.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jay
next-
says St. Patrick's Day Craven would be fun.
Ooh.
Oh,
the
what system is
leprechaun?
Doomsday in? That's a great question.
Oh, sorry.
designed
Yeah, it's
it.
a wonderful. It is with Tales of the Valiant, which is Kobold Press's. I got the book right here, actually. Tales of the Valiant, their system that they made, as well as it's a big part. They have a book coming out that's the Labyrinth World book, which is what it's kind of the world that it's based in. A lot of the characters that you heard are pulled right from that. The Irrevocable Apocalypse, Boslara, Elder Levid. Those are all characters from the book, and yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's
Not
a fun
gonna lie.
system.
Yeah,
It
Shadow
is great,
keeps
yeah.
stealing forklifts.
Yeah, she just followed so many forklifts that we only have recorded 2 episodes.
It is. I will say, Tales of the Valiant very similar to D&D structurally.
Mhm.
Like a lot of it came about with the gaming license changes and things like that. So like if you're familiar listening to like a 5e campaign, it'll feel very similar.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be lost.
yeah.
Jay's hoping for Honey Heist. I think one day we got to do a Honey Heist.
Oh,
game.
absolutely.
I don't
Oh,
really
that'd be
know
so
anything
fun.
about it.
I mean, for
It's
fans
so
of
good.
Silly Goose Convention, Honey Heist is not far off.
Yeah,
I think that's a hack of it, technically, maybe. But
Yeah.
I think
next,
it is. Yeah.
back to the Badlands. From Asha, ASHA. I love the new. This is a spoiler question, so this is a pretty new spoiler question. So if you haven't listened to maybe the last 3 episodes or so, plug your ears. I love. Let's give him some time. I love the newfound mythology. What was the for Casey? What was the inspiration for the system of the 3 siblings? If you could talk about that.
I can. So, well, the river came about because I like the idea of crossing the river of death. I think that's a really neat sort of idea that pervades throughout mythology of several different mythologies, in fact. Um, but having a river deity, I wanted to counterbalance that. I thought it'd be fun to since Salome had a deity, I wanted to sort of balance that out a little bit and have other. I liked the idea of one that became the Church of the Eternal Flames deity over time, and then I needed a third one to balance that out. And well, having a fire deity and a water deity, uh, I'm a big Pokemon guy, so there had to be a grass one.
How did I not know that?
And Bulbasaur.
Yeah, like
The
my
founder
favorite
of
Bulbasaur had to
Bulbasaur.
show up. So, yeah, having a fire, water, and grass deity is very Pokemon, and that's a lot of where that came from, actually.
We had a little bit of a conversation before Casey revealed what the representations of these things were gonna be. Uh,
We
Oh.
might not be there
we
yet.
have not gotten to that
We're
yet.
not there yet.
That's
We're not
true.
there yet.
I'm gonna hold that tight until
Rabbit,
the next
stop
down
it.
low.
It's fun though. I'm excited to get to know the three main deities a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And their respective Pokemon that
Uh,
are
yes.
associated with them.
Will
Stay
they
tuned for Bulbasaur.
Will they evolve
Will they evolve?
like Pokemon? How similar
Maybe.
to Pokemon are they? Great.
Do what?
How similar to Pokemon are they? Just in like theory or like
Oh, they've got moves and abilities.
what's its hidden ability? Okay, we can move on.
Oh god.
I've
Yeah,
also
let's-
got a
I
lot
gotta
of
think about
Pokemon.
that.
We can keep
It's gonna
going.
be a bit.
We can get way too deep into Pokemon.
This next one, I think I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how we haven't asked this one to Casey yet. Apparently, we're doing a lot of Casey questions up front. But
It happens.
Superism wants to know if you were a player instead of the DM for this campaign, like who would your PC be? Where would they be from? Like what would their deal be? Is it the duck from episode 1?
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that your DM PC?
Don't keep wanting the duck back. I don't care about the duck.
Oh, I care so much about the
Ow.
duck. I care
Listen.
almost more than Jim the Pony. If we're
I-
talking about long lost characters.
Yeah, characters
Him.
that never came about. So, well, it's funny that you bring up the duck. I think I might have talked about this before, but I wanted the duck to sort of be this, like there in episode 1, if everyone remembers, there was this duck Aarakocra that hopped onto the train for a second and like walked past Salome, said a single like "excuse me," and I think that was his only contribution to this campaign.
Quite all right. Quite all right.
Yeah, and
Then he got attacked, right? At the end?
He
No, we
did
never
get
saw him
attacked.
again.
that's true. He did get attacked. He got saved. We never saw him after that. And I was planning on having this guy as sort of an optional recruitable NPC. And he was going to be sort of this like bard that was like a yodeling cowboy. Sort of yodeling cowboy inspired. And like he had like a white leather jacket with spangles. Like he was very much like, I'm gonna go out into the Badlands and I'm going to, get some inspiration for my music. And then he just never showed up because y'all didn't talk to him.
Give
Wait,
us a little.
This is the
Silly.
Give
duck?
us a little.
That's the duck.
A
That's the guy.
yodeling duck boy?
Yeah, he was a yodeling duck cowboy.
Is he from
Give us-
Creed?
Yeah.
Give us a little.
Yeah, give us some
no-
yodels.
No, you'd
Come on.
have No, you missed it. You had to go
That's
recruit.
okay.
I care
We're
now.
heading back to Threed
It's-
immediately to
Yeah.
find this guy.
It would have been
That's
a
the
little
first
like
thing.
Slim Whitman, like for anyone who's listened to like yodeling sort of like yodeling like that
Keep
that
going,
kind of
keep going,
thing.
keep going.
Yodeling.
Wait, that's so cute. Okay. Also, everyone in the chat is like, "Is it Philomena? Justice for Philomena. We need Philomena back."
I agree.
Me too.
Hayden does not, but Robin does. Let's get Philomena back in here.
Well, maybe someday.
I'm just waiting for us to be in a dire, horrible situation in a pitched battle. Two of the three of us are downed, and then just a Molotov can of cream corn flies onto the scene and explodes.
Ooh, Miranda says, "I hope that I feel like Duck Guy and Mags would get along."
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yes,
They have a sordid past.
for sure.
Oh,
Is
God,
Duck
the
Guy
jam
Salome's
sesh.
mom, dad?
Yes.
Is Duck Guy Salome's
I
dad?
don't care who Salome's dad is.
I do.
No one else.
Well, it's important to me. We've had a couple people ask if there were other systems that we think would work with the show. And someone particularly said like Daggerheart, which I haven't looked into too much. But I don't know if any of y'all have any thoughts about that.
One of my backup systems before I just ended up going with D&D. I think I actually found out about it too late, but there is a Dark Tower inspired game called We Deal in Lead, which is really cool. I think it's on itch.io if you want to check it out. It's pretty neat. It's very, very Dark Tower themed. Like there's doors to other worlds, there's like wandering cowboys. I think one of the main characters is like this plate throwing person in a wheelchair, which is very like book 5.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, book
really cool.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Max knows no media of any kind.
Well,
Max has
those
never read a
books-
book or watched a movie.
That's the second part of that's true. First part's a lie. Those books are all like 700 pages long, and there are like
And
9
they're
of them.
great.
Yeah, and they're good. Well, there's 7 of them, but yes.
Well, 8. They added that new one
8.
a couple of years back. Mhm.
True.
The first book put me off a little bit, and I couldn't overcome it.
That's a common refrain, honestly. But if you can make it through book 1, which I have come to really love, it's like the people who say that Buffy season 1 is terrible. They're wrong, but I understand it.
See, Buffy season 1 is so Buffy season 1 is so good. Like what
It's
other show
charming.
can you get where like a character falls for a teacher who turns out to be a praying mantis?
Or a
Plans on
wise talking
eating him?
ventriloquist dummy that hunts demons.
Yeah.
If you tell me to get through one season of a television show, I could do that passively. If you're telling me, hey, get through this 500-page book and then it gets good, that's a big ask.
But do it.
I don't know. Like,
No.
you can
Okay,
also kind
Max,
of do
what's
that
our next
passively.
Badlands question? We're
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, actually,
we gotta-
Speaking of this hot take, I was actually going to make kind of our second announcement for
Ooh,
the
yes.
stream. One of the things is that because we really want to kind of start being able to do some other things, we're going to kind of pivot to a kind of 3 weeks of Badlands, 1 week of something else kind of style. So like it's still going to be every other week, but it's going to be, 3 weeks of Badlands, 1 week of something else, 3 weeks of Badlands, 1 thing of something else. And it's something else. If you are on the Patreon, you will have already heard the first episode, which will stay a Patreon exclusive. But we have a new show that we will be doing called The Dice Cabinet, a safe space for your spiciest takes. Which is a show where people will join me to give us their spiciest tabletop takes, and then we will have an argument about them. The first episode was already recorded. I was joined by some people you may know, Sophia Ricciardi from Rolling with Difficulty, Dane Miller from No Quest for the Wicked, and Amelia Som from Unprepared Casters. They all joined me for this first one, and let me tell you, some of these takes were pretty wild. Wild. And it was a whole lot of fun. We laugh a lot. We have some good discussions about playing TTRPGs. And keep an eye out for that. And if you have guests that Like I've got my list of people I would like to join, and you will see the others on as well. But if you have people that you want to join us for that, let us know. Reach out, not in the comments because I will lose them. But if you shoot them in Discord or an email or social media somewhere, I'll see them and I'll add them to our list.
Yeah, I will say I think another part of the reasoning for the 3 on 1 off that we have is that also we are getting toward, you know, end of Act 2, beginning of Act 3, final act of Badlands. And so the episodes are getting longer, they're getting more complex, they're getting to be more of a lift in terms of sound design and in terms of storytelling. And so we just want to make sure that we have like the most amount of time and energy to put into making the remainder of Badlands really strong, because we're just getting into like everything's kind of hitting the fan at one time territory for the rest of the campaign.
Not to mention, there are a lot of people in the TTRPG space that we've been wanting to work with for a long time and have been wanting to work with us. And Dice Cabinet is an opportunity to do that in a way that Badlands is just not really built for, because it's such a long-running campaign. And we're not really running into people along the dusty trail that can join along with us for a long time. So this way we can bring in some guests that are really exciting for us and for you, as well as giving us a little more time to get out those really meaty Badlands episodes that are coming down the path. So stay tuned for all of that.
We got some thick sods coming up.
Oh, some thick sods.
To take from one of my favorite. What?
Oh, sorry. The one releasing today, it's not super long, but oh boy, there's a lot going on.
Oh my goodness.
It's muscly.
Yeah.
It's muscly.
Ooh. We do have a couple of questions from the chat, Max, if that's...
Yeah,
go for it. Yeah.
Okay, number 1 for Casey from... Oh my god, where is it? Sorry.
Oh my god.
Alec Evans asks, will we find out more about Charlie and the professor's backstory? Is that a story for this campaign?
Look, me too, Alec.
Yeah, seriously.
Me too.
That's a great question.
I want my sweet feathered friend.
I think I might hint at some stuff down the line. Like I think there's still some story to tell. Like the professor is apparently unable to return to the islands.
Wasn't asked back. Like
like there's a reason he had to leave. So it could be fun to find out why.
Maybe we'll learn his actual name. We've just been calling him Professor Portens, despite knowing that it's an alias.
That's so fun too, because I have it written in my notes, and it's never come up.
I'm pretty sure I asked a stump way back in the beginning, and you just said no.
Yes, we are doing an episode, Allie, today. It is, I'm gonna be up tonight. We're doing an episode today. And Alro also asks, did Hayden ever confront Maverick about the fake dancing sword, Glitter Baby?
I didn't get the opportunity. Little bit of spoiler for episode 32, if I remember the timing right. But the last time we were in Twin River, Hayden raced off to go track down Rat, and by the time they got back, Maverick was out of commission.
Maverick's in a coma.
So I think if and when Maverick ever wakes up, maybe that conversation will happen, but the tone will be a little different.
You were able to jump into Rat's coma, so why not Maverick's to ask him this question?
There we go.
Hayden coma
the
jumper.
wildest offshoot episode.
Yeah, Casey, give him a through Maverick's Mind Palace. Give Hayden a journey through Maverick's Mind Palace.
What I think probably happened was like maybe an hour after Hayden left, Maverick was going through sort of the treasury of Twin River and found the real dancing sword and went, wait a minute.
That's so much better.
He's like, what did I give them?
I really thought he gave it over knowingly. The fact that it was an accident is so much better.
God, that moment where you throw the dagger
I'll never
It
live it
just
down.
drops. It's
Oh.
so funny.
That's
So
very
funny.
silly.
I was
Um,
just a peek behind the curtain. I was waiting so long for that. I was so excited for the moment you were gonna throw the dagger and nothing happened.
Oh, it's so good. And it was the most like dire Hayden's by themselves getting treed by a bear.
Yep. Yep. Well, speaking of favorite character moments, from Asha, one of those. Again, Salome and Hayden always seem to battle for my favorite character. I'm gonna just move past that, Asha.
Okay.
What are your favorite moments of your respective characters?
Do you want to? Okay.
No, I've
Robin,
been out asked to answer this question.
Okay. Wyatt's battling himself for my favorite character. Robin, I don't know if you have one specific for Hayden, but it could be fun if we just answered for each other.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I have ideas for Hayden, but I kind of like giving for each other.
Okay, I think so. It's a little nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I think something else might come to me later, but I think my favorite moment with Hayden so far has been their conversation with Lila at the riverbank, because it's a really I think there's like so many parallels in what Hayden's telling Lila to what Salome had just told Hayden about themselves. And it feels like this moment where Hayden is like internalizing a lot of the lessons that they've had to learn and then bring those back to Lila in a way that like allows her to come back to Salome. And I think it's just this very like interesting cyclical moment for them where they're internalizing and passing along something that was taught to them by someone who Lila taught it to. You know what I mean? It was just this really beautiful, like, full circle moment. And I think it was really well acted on your part as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
The one for me, it's less one specific moment so much as a sequence of moments in a single episode. In the episode The Late Early Porterfield, where we're doing our little closed door murder mystery.
God, yeah.
And like instant to instant, Salome is running on all cylinders, from waking up with the thin acne line from the mayonnaise goggles to the highly romantically charged stabbing with Belinda Bartle to the quiet, intense conversation with Shorna about being a werebear, to the discovery of, oh, I just sent Shorna off with Hayden and things aren't great. Like,
There's a lot going on.
moment by moment, you could see every single facet of this character that from the jump was so rich and deep and well considered that even though none of those moments are like this big epic experience for Salome as a character, it showed the range in quiet moments that just makes me love the way that you play characters in general. So that one is always my standout.
Well, thanks, Fred. That's so nice. And
Yeah.
I'm also going to give a big shout out to There's a Bridge to Salome Breyer, and it's very safe.
Amazing.
I've asked
I'm in
Jacob.
love with Wyatt.
I asked Jacob. Just started. He's a professor at a college, so he's kind of busy right now with the school year starting. But I've asked him to arrange, because he used to be in an a cappella group, a like 4-part harmony for me to sing the different parts, or maybe all 4 of us to sing the different parts of There's a Bridge.
Did
so
you hear?
maybe that'll.
When Wyatt had built the bridge, Jacob wrote like a little gospel organ breakdown of There's a Bridge to Salome Breyer, and it's very safe. It's in the episode.
I didn't get there yet.
Yeah, it's in there.
I've been busy.
Max, famously not a fan of the podcast.
No.
Yeah, Max never listens.
In our Discord, y'all were like, "What's your podcast listening schedule?" And I had to, not my own. But yeah, I'm deciding if I want to answer a question about me after being so rudely excluded from that one.
All right.
Yeah,
We
get
also-
mad at the fans. That's the way to do it.
I will say
We
I
also-
also love Wyatt's I'm gonna say it. I like Wyatt's
damn it.
interruption to proselytize as like Winona and Hayden are like really having it out, and Salome and Lysander are having it out, and Wyatt comes in like, "Hi."
Well,
good.
weirdly, this is actually a kind of a good segue to the question about me.
Oh.
Which is going back to Pengu, to Max. How has it felt playing a new character? Spoilers: a new character, 30 sessions in,
Yeah.
with Salome and Hayden already having a ton of experience with each other. Um, it because of the mind meld that we did, that Salome did to like show Wyatt her wisp. It kind of made it easier because it let just kind of all of that go away. So I kind of had the same experiences. If I had to go in with as a brand new character who didn't know anything, it would be almost impossible that far in.
Just pretending not to know things.
Yeah, like it just like tossing everything up to everybody else to announce would have been really be kind of a bummer. But also I think I talked about it on the Patreon a little bit. So a little bit for y'all here is that I started to feel that Stump was really like backwards facing because he was just escaping his life was one of the kind of the big themes of him. There wasn't as much a forward moving goal that the others had and Wyatt has. And so that's something that's been very nice, and that, you know, Eternal Flame connection with Hayden has been very fun to play. Rowan, what are you drinking?
Matcha.
Matcha.
Like the only
Green.
green drink. Yeah,
Oh,
matcha.
I'm
Green.
colorblind. I was about to ask
Oh.
if you were
Oh,
drinking
that's right.
piss. So
That's true. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. No, it's just a nice green. It's a little matcha.
I had
actually
matcha
am also
earlier
drinking
today.
Water. I need 2 beverages or I'll cry.
but yeah, so that's kind of with Wyatt. It's been really nice to kind of have that forward moving energy, and also the like naivete that comes from playing a child who has what do I have, 18 or 20 wisdom, something like that.
An incredibly wise child.
Incredibly wise, incredibly dumb. Let's see, what other questions? I skipped around a little bit because people said things. What do we got? We only got 7 minutes left. I guess maybe
In the YouTube chat, Allie, in response to your colorblindness, said Max lore unlocked.
yeah, oh man, if you want some wild not Max lore, I highly recommend heading over to the Patreon. We all drop some absolutely unhinged.
Rancid
Some
lore.
cursed facts.
Yep.
There's some
If you want to know all the worst information about each of us,
there's a
Yeah.
run over to the down low.
Max probably does not have to be like the tightest 8:30 close.
Oh. Well, you got to get to editing.
Yeah, I'm good. I feel pretty good about it. It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Well, I guess if
I'm
we
vibing.
wanna, if we could hang out a little more. Let me see what questions I have. I guess while I'm looking, Casey, do you want to do our third and I believe final announcement
Sure.
for what we got coming up while I look for stuff?
Sure. So, pending some further details, we are still working on this, but coming up in our season, we will have a collaboration with a game module called Nimble. Nimble is really cool. It's the creator behind it wanted to create a game that was like D&D, but a lot lighter, a lot faster, a lot more. You learn it and you dive right in, and it's very quick. It's very simple. You get started. And it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. And we are going to be creating a 4-shot in collaboration with Nimble to show off the game. And I will be DMing it. And we will have Rowan and Robin, and then we're still inviting a guest. So we'll have more information to follow, but we're very excited about it. And it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
The one little teaser I will give for the theming of the episode is that it's something that Hayden Kincaid would be very ecstatic about. And we'll leave it at that.
Like church-sponsored murder. That's it. That's not what
Orphans.
Child labor laws.
Orphans.
it
Child abuse games.
God. Yeah, no, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Nimble's cool. I'm excited to run something in it.
And between TGID and Nimble, like, you know, baby's first and second sponsorship. How very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question up here. We got similar to Casey, who would you play? We had a couple people ask players if you could play an NPC or a different PC, who would you play?
Ooh, there's so many amazing options. And I
The
go
duck.
for some of I mean, I was just gonna say I go for the most unhinged possibilities. Philomena was one of the first ones I thought of. Ragtog was a very
Oh,
solid
Ragtog.
option. Ragtog would be so much fun to play
Yeah.
as
you're
just the
so-
reluctant barbarian.
Yeah. I could see him as an artificer too.
I
Ooh,
hope he
I do
comes-
love artificers. I'm not good at playing them, but I love them from afar.
Love to play
I
an
hope
artificer.
he comes back every time we're kind of in the shit.
Yeah, I want him.
And him
thrice.
always slightly more
Oh,
in the shit than we are.
Like fight with the red-eyed god at the end. He shows up and he's still like level 2. So he just gets rocked immediately.
His
Oh, this
legs in
shit
the bear
sucks.
trap we forgot we had.
This sucks so bad. Like, I'm not fighting that.
Goodbye.
Good luck, dudes.
I would also happily play Charlie, just because
Oh,
Charlie has
would
my
be
whole
fun.
heart.
Yeah, Charlie would be good. I have thought about this a little bit because I think the struggle for me, I would have a really hard time losing Salome because she is so tied to everything that's going on in Threed specifically. And I think it would be really hard to replicate or like replace the ties that she has to the world and to the Jamesons and to the Badlands and like all of this. And I think weirdly the only NPC who I think could pick up the ties that she has to the world and go follow them to the end is Lysander. So I think if I had to take over an NPC, it would be him.
Can I say Titan? Like
Titan?
Their dad?
The dad, yeah. I want to
Yeah.
play like the biggest bad.
Ooh, I think he's just like an old man now, but I think Lysander would be like a big character shift, but weirdly, I think he's got a lot of the same ties to Jameson as Salome does in a different way. I think he has some of the same reckoning to do as she does with like what does it mean to come from a place of privilege and like or to have occupied a place of privilege. In Salome's case, I guess she didn't come from it, and like figure out how to do better. Like I think he's got a lot of the same journey to take, but like a little different. And so I think I would try to take him.
Okay, in the chat on YouTube, Liz Sparhop said Jack, and I'm changing my answer. Can I be Jack?
Oh, Jack is not allowed. That's so
Oh,
powerful.
come on.
Oh yeah, can I?
That's
Okay.
so
Carol, tell me,
overpowered.
I'm wearing a Jackalope shirt right now.
I have a jackalope
Oh.
tattoo. It doesn't mean you get to play Jack.
Can I be the
A
amulet?
rumph.
Yeah.
Just play the amulet.
Yeah.
Just play
Okay,
Tom.
can I play
Not
Tom?
No, not Tom. The amulet.
Da 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 da.
I think the hard part for me about this question is because there are characters I'd love to play, but I don't know if they would fit my playstyle super well, or characters that I think I would perform well. Like, I would love to play like a Philomena type character who's like kind of crazy and a hermit. I think that would be really fun, but I don't know if I would do Philomena super well. Based on who I've played, it would probably have to be Maverick.
That's interesting.
Ooh,
Okay.
Maverick has stump-like energy, but more
Yeah.
serious.
Okay, hear
Yeah.
me out. If there's like total party kill territory, right? We end up coming from Twin River as Maverick, Clovis, and Maggie.
I forgot about Clovis. The idea of building a character class around like
Artificer.
an artificer, but with like textiles sounds
Yeah.
really cool.
Or portals, I
Yeah.
guess, is another option.
Oh, ooh, maybe. Actually, there was several questions that we may or may not have time to, but someone asked a question and mentioned the trash monster from
The Ocho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our little
I'm
guy.
gonna play the trash monster.
Great, easy.
Oh, I will say over on YouTube, John Don asked, "Have y'all thought of a one-shot set in the Badlands to see the world from a different perspective?" And I think we thought about that at one point,
We did.
and I think
We have a couple
Miranda
options, honestly.
Miranda responded could come from Echo as Bethany, Sasha, and Gerard, and I think that was one of the
That
things
That
was
we
is
what-
pitched.
exactly what we were
One of the things we
considering.
were gonna do.
We have a couple of like what if spots.
Hmm.
Like in Twin River originally, like what if Hayden was taken instead of Stump?
We had an idea for a an all Pipers one shot of Hayden, Wyatt, and Winona as kids doing an adventure around the streets of Threed.
I will say there's like I'm not gonna say a lot about it right now, but there might be other Badlands content coming down the road.
There
at
might
some
be
point. I don't know. Maybe
a little
try- like,
some.
in 2026, maybe something. I don't know.
The
Might be an
last
active
Stay tuned.
development.
The last thing about this question is we thought about trying to do a dodgeball tournament as an episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I want to do
For
the
the
Twin River
Twin River
dodgeball tournament
dodgeball.
so damn bad.
We thought
That
about
might
trying to
end up
figure-
being a live show, I think. What like if and when we ever get to do a live show, dodgeball
Oh.
tournament might be the thing.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah. I think that would be
Yeah.
perfect live show material.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do we have any other questions in the chat while I look up all of these other questions? Ask them away. Because we had a lot.
LPS Balderdash says animals, little guys, and I think that this is might be a good time for Casey to describe what Nimble is about.
Well, I mean, nimble can be applied to anything. But in our situation, we are taking it to a smaller scale. So, I don't know. Stay tuned.
It's so determined not to say anything.
It's
I
coming
mean,
out Jan-
like I don't.
You don't have to.
It's,
We'll keep
okay.
it a
it's
secret.
coming out. It's coming out in January. You'll hear about it soon enough.
We don't want to take
so-
the thunder from Doomsday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the focus is on Doomsday right now.
It needs all the thunder it can get. I love a thunderous
Um,
Doomsday.
Let.
Do we have like a finale-ish kind of question?
I did that. I've already asked all of the questions that I had in.
Oh God, it was just pointed out to me. Yeah, we did the Not So Great Lands, which was technically a Badlands one shot.
That's true.
Yeah.
We
Oh
did.
man, the Jorsets, the jumping
Jorsets.
Jorsets.
Yeah.
What a question.
I will say over on Twitch, I feel bad asking this for myself, but it's a question asking how I come up with monster ideas.
Oh yeah.
And
Mm.
honestly, I think it just comes down to the situation. Like the ones that you actually brought up, the slot machine robots, that was very like I needed an opponent in that scene for the like casino guards. And I was like, I could go with just like dudes, like just regular guys, or I could spice it up a little bit. And I was like, what is sort of emblematic of a casino? And I went to slot machines, and slot machines were around, like in West, like they are still Western, but this is also a fantasy space, so you can play with it a little bit. And so I went with sort of literal one-arm bandits. And you can that just smack you. And yeah, that's they kind of just come up when I need them.
Very good. Very good. Casey is a
Uh,
vessel through which inspiration flows.
Well, do we have anything else before we maybe sign off for the night? I don't know if anyone.
No, is that our last
Question?
question?
I think that may have been our last question. Let me do another.
And for anybody who has questions that we haven't gotten to or that you're interested in hearing from us about, still send them our way. We do a talk back after every episode on the down low on the Patreon. So we are happy to answer more of those questions. If you like what you're getting from us right now, we got plenty more of it. Head on over to the down low and join us. And we would love to get deeper into lore, into silliness, into our own personal backstories. Let's go to town.
Yeah.
To town.
And also, we know that like money is tight. Money is very tight for a lot of folks right now. If Patreon is not accessible right now, we're also very happy to be doing stuff like this, and we will do like main feed stuff every once in a while to answer questions and stuff too. Because like we don't want to put all of this kind of stuff behind a paywall. Very much not like the ethos of our show. So we will do our best to still answer questions out of a paywall as well. But for those who it is accessible for. We're very grateful for your support on Patreon, and we would love to have you there.
Yeah. Well, I think with that, tonight we've got an episode of the Badlands coming your way, and we will see you then. So, hey, how about a high five? And now I gotta stop this.
Now we wait
it's
for
off.
Max to figure out.
Now
how to
we
do
It's off.
fade
It's off.
out.
Great.